You called in favors. You said, hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office. Again, I'll say, the election didn't turn out like we wanted it to. Certainly not as we planned for it to. But understand that the work we put into it was about empowering people. That's the spirit with the work we did. Our spirit and our work was about saying that it is a strength that we each have.
I'm not saying that Kamala Harris is drunk in this video. I mean, everyone else is saying that. Everyone is saying that she's drunk. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if she is in fact drunk, she has every right to be. I mean, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Kamala Harris is a woman who has worked extremely hard her entire life in all types of ways, in every way you can think of. She worked extremely hard to reach the tip of the top. And she was told that she was this close to reaching the presidency. And I say she was told because we, the American people, we knew that she never stood a chance of becoming president. Right? We knew this. But unfortunately for her, her handlers were lying to her. They were telling her, yes, you're going to be the first female president. When she was in her room that night that they made the decision, they came to her chambers. They knocked. She answered the door. She had a nightcap on. They said, hey, Biden is out. You're in. Then they whisked her off. They were holding candles and stuff going down the hall. They were like, hey, you're going to be the president now. You're going to be the new, the new nominee. And she was like, okay, sure. What do I got to do? And they're like, just do what we tell you to do and you will become president. And unfortunately for her, she did what they wanted her to do, right? They gave her the script. They gave her everything you can think of and she followed it. She did what she was told. And ultimately, we all know what happened. Let's keep watching this gem. This is truly amazing.
To lift people up. And I know that about you. It's why you're part of this call right now and all the work that you did over those 107 days and even before. That's your nature. It's leaders that we are dedicated to the coalition, that the strength of our country will be a function of our...
Oh, that was a burp. That was a burp. That was a drunk burp. This is someone, let me tell you something. I have seen this before. This is someone who has had at least 3 glasses of red wine. At the very least, 3 glasses of red wine. I'm thinking maybe early on she started her day with an espresso martini. She met her friends at brunch, had some mimosas. They said, hey, we're going to go back for some Friendsgiving because she doesn't have any kids. So they had some Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. And she followed up with maybe a Bloody Mary. She had a Bloody Mary, and then she said, I'm going to wind down. She probably took a nap. Then after that, she woke up to the someone opening a bottle of wine. She heard the cork. She's, and she's like looking around, stumbling around, looking for her glass. And they're like, Kamala, what's going on? She's like, I'm just looking for my glass. I'm just looking. She has a special glass. And she finally finds that it's kind of like a goblet from Game of Thrones. She has one because she likes to pretend that she's Cersei when she's drinking wine. Because that's what she wanted to be. She wanted to be Cersei from Game of Thrones if she became president. So she finds her glass. She's stumbling to the kitchen. And she's like, go ahead, pour me one. And they're like, are you sure? And she's like, sure. And then they're pouring her glass. And she drinks the first glass. She drinks the second glass. And then the third glass, everyone's kind of like having a good time at the couch in the living room. And then they're like, wait a minute, where's Kamala? And then someone just says, oh no. And then they're like, what's going on? We need to go to your library right now. And then they're going to her library and the door is locked because she is in there filming this video. That is what happened here. I can almost guarantee you that is what happened here. She said, you know what? I think it's finally time that people really saw the real Kamala. If they saw this Kamala, I would be president right now. And I have to tell you, she's not wrong. Because this is real Kamala. This is what people wanted to see. They wanted to see this real side of her. They wanted to see this. And that's not who we got at all. Listen, guys. Again, I'm not saying that Kamala Harris was drunk in that video. All I'm saying is, if she was, she has every right to be. You know? Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.